My name is Bill Forray. I currently live in Boca Raton, Florida. Been here for 21 wonderful years, originally from Long Island, New York. Jill and I originally met in New York 25 years ago at a tennis club that I ran up there. One day I was in the lobby and she was talking, and I heard her say to somebody she went to movies alone. And I said, so do I. I said, you want to go to a movie? She goes, sure. I said, okay, let's go Saturday night. So that was on a Tuesday. And then Thursday I saw her and she goes, I'm confirming we're going to a movie tonight. I said, no, we're going Saturday night. She goes, oh, I thought we were going tonight. I said, why? She goes, I figured you had all these dates on Saturday night. And I said, no, you and I are going on Saturday night. And that's how it started. Jill was a top athlete when she was younger, and obviously as she got older. So we played just did everything together in all sports, and that just continued on. And ultimately we moved down to Florida 21 years ago to start a life down here. When Jill became ill, which was December of 2019, at that point, we had started playing pickleball in 2017. Actually, we started here at Delray Tennis Center. She was sick for 21 months before she passed, and during that time, I didn't get to play that much. She had leukemia and she had a bone marrow transplant, and when she had that done, we were then able to start playing again, and we had 2.5 incredible months with her playing before she relapsed again. Jill and I had met a lot of people through pickleball, and at that time, Jill was the more outgoing person between us. We made some good friends through pickleball, and when she got sick, the amount of outpouring of feelings of people trying to help us, when we needed to get a plane to go to Houston to MD Anderson for a clinical trial. I mean, friends of Jill's put together a GoFundMe page, and we had almost 500 people donate to her. And I remember telling Jill, while she was still alive, I said, most people don't find out how loved they are until after they're gone, and therefore they don't get to find out. I said, you're still here, and look around and look at all these people that have been there for you. Once Jill passed away, the amount of people who came, the funeral was unbelievable. And then ultimately, it was pickleball that saved my life and changed me completely as a person.
What Bill went through with Jill passing away with cancer and this whole pickleball community, pickleball has saved Bill. Pickleball has turned Bill into this blooming, blossoming flower. He is the most outgoing, loved man in Delray.
I ultimately used pickleball as my therapy to get through the loss of Jill. And I knew from day one it would be what I needed. So initially when I came back, I started playing at Delray Tennis Center, midday afternoons when nobody was here, but I just needed to get my exercise, I needed to compete. And then little by little, I started to get comfortable and I was ready to be around people. And that's when my life changed completely.
Pickleball saved both of our lives. I was in an accident to where I had to give up tennis. I've met some of the kindest people that they're my to-go-to people, they're my true friends, and Bill is at the top of that list.
First time I met Bill, he was injured. I was playing with Jill. We had a Wednesday night league, and Jill was playing in it, and kind of met Jill through that league, and Bill would come watch, and I could tell, it was really funny because I could just tell he had a hard time being on the sidelines. You could tell he just wanted to play and be a part of it.
There were just so many people here who knew Jill and I, who were there for she and I at the time, and then now they were there for me. I just started meeting more people, and it not only helped me get through it, but it changed my personality completely. I was always more the quiet one, more introverted and shy, even though most people wouldn't think that. They just told me that I was standoffish and intimidating. But once I was now my own person and I didn't have Jill next to me, I just opened up and I made connections with so many people.
The only thing I can say about Bill is his dedication to Jill. The caring and compassion and love that he showed her, any of us would be proud to put in for our spouse. He did unshaking. He was her rock, and that's what I like about Bill.
Only in pickleball can you get this. You really can't get this in another sport, where it brings men and women together with, younger people, people from everywhere.
This is a place where you can come and feel at home and know that these people really care about you.
When he started playing, he was always so encouraging. He just always had something positive to say, and I fell in love with him immediately.
Truly, pickleball has been the best thing for Bill, the best thing for the community, has brought everyone together. And honestly, Bill's truly, he's like one of my best friends. He's like a father figure to me, and Bill's my favorite.
When Jill was young, her parents used to house this woman when they lived on Long Island, who used to play in the US Open tennis tournaments in Forest Hills. And they maintained a friendship throughout her adult life. And Felicia was a few years older than Jill, but they kept in touch. When Jill passed away, it was July of 2 years ago, Felicia reached out to me and said, do you want to play the US Open, which is the biggest pickleball tournament around, in honor of Jill? And I didn't think twice about it. And I said, absolutely. And we won 2 bronze medals. And we only lost 2 matches out of 15, and it was done in honor of Jill. And I had never really posted on Facebook about pickleball ever until that tournament. And I posted photos of Felicia and I with the medals and how we did it in honor of Jill, and what a great story it was. And then a year later, Felicia said, do you want to play in the US Open in 2024? And I really was reluctant because I knew it could never get any better than it was a year earlier, because A, we won 2 bronze medals, and now I'm a year older, she's a year older, everybody's coming into our age group who's younger, there's better players, but I couldn't say no to her. Well, who would have known that we won 2 gold medals, okay? I mean, against the best competition. I don't know how it happened. And Felicia said, Jill's looking at you, looking at us. And it was just the most incredible experience. And I had people there watching and rooting us on. And it was just, I wish you could see the hugs that Felicia and I gave each other. It was the most incredible feeling. I know there are a lot of people that go through losses in life. It could be the loss of a spouse, of a parent, of a child, which is nothing worse than that. But the only advice I can give people, and again, I am without question one of the luckiest people, because losing Jill, who was the love of my life, we did everything together, was the hardest thing I ever had to deal with. And yet I believe through pickleball that I have come out of this better than most people who have ever lost a spouse, better than most people who haven't even lost a spouse, just through the pickleball community. So my advice to people who have gone through anything similar is let people be there for you and reach out to them. Be willing to be part of that community they'll bring you in. They'll make you feel good. They'll make you feel good about yourself. You'll just have fun. You'll have fun playing pickleball. Allow yourself to be social with these people. It's not easy. And again, it took me a little while, but it'll make you a much happier person in the end. I am just so grateful to the pickleball community for what they've done for me, how they've been there for me, and again, how they've brought out a side of me and my personality that I never knew existed. And I'd like to believe that I am now the best version of myself that I have ever been and ever will be.